Wow, wow. 1st of June 2022. Hello everybody, boys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to St. Petersburg. My name is Sergey Baklakov. You're watching Baklakov Live. Today it's officially or technically the first day of summer 2022. Yeah, welcome to rush into the summer 2022 in St. Petersburg. And today it's one of the hottest days so far, only 20 degrees Celsius, but you know, May turned to be the coldest May in St. Petersburg and Moscow since 2000, in 21st century. Okay, that's officially. And still there wasn't any day which was hotter, or should I say warmer, than 22 degrees Celsius. I think today, by day, was the warmest day, the hottest day. Yeah. This year the summer in Russia in general, and well, at least here in St. Petersburg and in Moscow, it's not that hot. But maybe it's good, because personally I don't really like too hot weather. You know, 22, 24, 25 degrees Celsius. I think it's the best. You know, my Russian genes are not okay for, you know, too hot weather, because my head starts aching big time. Okay, so let's begin this live stream on the first day of the summer 2022, especially since this year it happens under unprecedented and never unseen before sanctions imposed on any country. So now here in Russia we are living under unprecedented, unbelievable sanctions. Already 10,000 more sanctions imposed on Russia. So now this is an exclusive live where you can see how is St. Petersburg, Russia living under unprecedented, totally unprecedented sanctions. Okay, let's get it started. By the way, interesting fact that today for the first time I am not in coat, actually not in hoodie, but it's just my freaking turtleneck and my cardigan. So let's get it started. Bridge and Tunnel Scooter Club, Joanne Dietz, El Bureau 14, Tina for you, Lily Pop, Maria Therese Z, Aldar Ahmedshin, Denger Rus, Trev Mak, Pony Girl, Justo Jose Godia Fasser, everybody. Hi, Wild World, Fritz Dusters. Come on, let's go. This is, there's the Alexander Nevsky Square, Alexander Nevsky Lavra, here it is. There's the street work to Sergei Bodrov, who was the main hero in the movie Brother. So Alexander Nevsky Monastery, there's the beginning of Nevsky, but well, I'm trying to avoid Nevsky in the normal days. Ginny Skinner, hello, and thank you for your super sticker, it's much appreciated. Ron Heldon, if this is how sanctions work, then Russia will be demanding more of them. Yes, more please. This is the restaurant which is called Crystal Panoramic 360 Restaurant. It is not revolved around its axle, but anyway, it's the restaurants with the view to Neva River. You see, there's Neva River, and this is Alexander Nevsky Bridge. a movie theater here. Also in this building is located the Avis car rental. Hello buddy, Brin, TPWB. Yes, you see Rex Rent. Also here is Avis. I was taking the car here. I used to rent the car here for my road trips 2020 and 2021. Hello Frank Hauser, Tony M, Igor in Russia. What's up? What's up? What's up, dudes? Welcome to St. Petersburg. Enjoy the time, nice weather. It's not so sunny as it was by day, but that's great. I definitely can smell the spirit of the summer. Hello Marcel 0101 Tuber. Cosmin oh wow 01 Pablo. For weeks you have made such a big deal of pointing out that sanctions are having no effect on Russia. Then why are you so focused on sanctions? Life is good? Move on, get over it. Yeah. Well, many people understand why I do that, because this is actually now a kind of hot topic. Okay, and just now, like, you know, everybody have to use it. To say honest, I just use it. I just use this topic. Okay, same as like most of other Russian English-speaking vloggers. The only difference that, in the same time, I'm not pathetic yet. I'm not pathetic. Gina Skinner, thanks so much. You see, unfortunately, the reason is like it's in a frigging YouTube algorithm which is for the last, like, you know, years turned to be like really weird. I mean, really, like, believe me, if I will just write like walking in St. Petersburg on first summer day, believe me, like YouTube will just suggest to watch my videos less than when I just like writing under unprecedented sanctions. You know, recently I was making a parody to pathetic like Russian vloggers, like, and I called it "Terrible Consequences of Unprecedented Sanctions Imposed on Russia." And guess what? Damn it! This is now the most watched, the most viewed video. Damn it! If only YouTube algorithm would be different. Okay, but it's just YouTube itself. It's like, you know, pressure the vloggers, like, not like all over the world, like make you know, like kind of clickbaits and stuff like that, and catchy pictures, catchy thumbnails. You see, because YouTube now explained that how it works. Finally, I figured out how it works. YouTube at first testing your video on your own subscribers, and it's like watching what CTR will be. CTR, it's click-through rates. It's like how many, it's like the ratio, how many times YouTube will suggest to watch your video, and how many times people will click on it. This CTR must be high. When it's high, YouTube understands it like it's probably like good video. But it's not, the thing is, the problem is it's not a guarantee that it's a good video, because it just tells about the how to say that it was like, I mean, like catchy. It was like catchy title. It's about something controversial. It's about something hot, about some kind of hot topic and stuff like that. That's it. So that's why so many great videos, they like never really like take off on YouTube. But any bullshit which is just like nicely done in terms of clickbait and in terms of the thumbnail, so it works, okay? And then YouTube like even explain inside of the account, it explained, okay, so we've noticed that your subscribers watching your video now, like this certain video, more, click on it more, CDR is higher than other videos. For this reason, we started recommending it to another audience, like to known subscribers, okay? And then, again, if the same happens with known subscribers, it's like you know, like snowball, okay? So it's like goes bigger, and as more catchy your freaking, you know, your freaking title, as the more controversial your thumbnail, as it's better. But it's not a guarantee that it's like a good content, okay? Well, in my case, well, to say honest, it's a kind of, from one side, it's a kind of like clickbait. But from another side, well, it's true, right? We have sanctions. We are living under sanctions now. I'm working in St. Petersburg. I'm working in St. Petersburg now. Is it St. Petersburg now under sanctions? Yes, it is. So technically, like it's clickbait, but it's not clickbait. I mean, like, really, look, dudes. Now you really like you can see what happens here in Russia real time, now, here and now, in a moment when here is now the unprecedented sanctions. Hello, Merz Alaker. Genius Skinner, thanks so much for the super sticker. Anna from Russia, Lily Pop. Oh, Kazan plus 22, the city of Kazan. So it's like about the same as here. Yeah, it's still not that hot in the northwestern and the central Russia yet. Hello, Jacques Godbout. Yeah, I know Jacques Godbout. Everybody, let me introduce you, Jacques Godbout. He seemed like an expert in economics and politics. He will now explain you why the sanctions will destroy Russia. Just need to wait a little bit. Just need to wait. Hello, no way, Jose. The Alexander Nevsky Street, by the way. So this is literally the intersection of Alexander Nevsky Street and Nevsky Avenue. You know, actually, I like cloudy, a little bit cloudy weather more than like sunny weather, because it's better from the points of view of the picture. For the camera, it's good because it gives like more equal lighting. Esther McDonald's, hello. The sanctions are destroying all countries. Now Jacques Godbout will explain you that nope, only Russia. But even if like he have to pay a little bit more for making the economy of Russia weaker. He's ready for that. Hello, Dwayne Dietz. And this building now here is the administration of the Central District of St. Petersburg, Russia. Hello, Carlos Alves. Beautiful architecture, a beautiful city. Everybody, welcome to totally amazing, totally awesome St. Petersburg. Totally awesome. Whoa. Whoa. Which is now living under unprecedented amount of sanctions. Already, just imagine 10,000 plus sanctions imposed on Russia. Whoa. Whoa. Hello, Big Germ. Steve Campbell. Hello, Max Wikström. Goodbye, blue sky. Barney Blair! Barney Blair! Hello, Carolina. Okay, move to the side streets. You see, nobody, not many people. Everybody's just sitting at home. The sanctions works. People don't have money to go anywhere. And at the same time, they have no job. You see the cars are staying. That's because people have nowhere to go. And they hardly have the money to pay for the gas. I'm gonna get to the street now. You see, almost nobody in the streets. Damn it. Many cars are parked because it's like people have nowhere to go. Damn. The people are now eating in the restaurants because they have nothing to eat at home. So they have to go to the restaurants. Miss Alanios, hello. Hey, Victor. 2 more weeks until sanctions start to destroy Russia. Wait, 2 months ago you said the same. Now, 2 months after, 2 more weeks? 2 weeks? 2 weeks. Excuse me? 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Quaid. That's Quaid. Where? That woman. Quaid. Surprise. Валерий Требухов. Yeah, I got it. Goodfella, Jung Groipa, Carlos Alves, Victorious Freestyle. Quaid. That's Quaid. Hello, Ross Mullet. Quaid. Quaid. Open your mind. Open your mind. Open your mind. Hello, milk chemistry. Hi, milk chemistry. Analyzation. Yes, Total Recall, the movie of 1990, directed by Paul Verhoeven, the music composer Jerry Goldsmith, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sharon Stone, Michael Ironsides, Ronnie Cox. Amazing movie. In my opinion, the best sci-fi movie, much better than Total Recall of 2012. Don't even watch that. I think that's one of the greatest things about Total Recall is that they never used the real like CGI, not the computer graphics, but they, you know, like used something real just to represent it as something like from the future. This is the memorial to the victims of the siege of Leningrad. The siege of Leningrad, which has lasted from 1941 to 1944 until 27th of January 1944. 27th of January is one of the biggest days. It's one of the biggest days in St. Petersburg, because that's the day when was the liberation of Leningrad. Well, St. Petersburg, but then called Leningrad. We are walking streets. We are walking the streets of totally amazing St. Petersburg, which is now under unprecedented sanctions. Hello, Nelly. I hope you enjoyed the time. Hello, renderized sanctions are only going to start hurting seriously after many months, when airplanes can't fly and doctors can't operate on patients because stuff breaks up and there's no spare parts. Yes, sure. Need just to wait a little more. just a little more need to wait. We've got it. Now more and more streets are getting into the zone of paid parking in St. Petersburg. Well, St. Petersburg goes through by the steps of like all historical cities like Moscow and also the cities in Europe, because too many people, too many cars, and the only way somehow to get in order with the parking, it's like just to make a free parking. Moscow is like way ahead in this question. They already have the paid parkings like everywhere in the center of the city. Only like the half of Moscow, like it's paid parking already for a long time, and it's really like helped the situation because like way less people now started coming to the center of Moscow just to work, okay, just at work. So now more people like, you know, just coming through the metro. The thing is, if you're coming in the center of the city by car and you're coming just for some kind of like business, you know, like to make some appointment, for example, you came to the hospital or you came to the lawyer or stuff like that, or business meeting maybe for 1, 2 hours, 3 hours, it's not a big deal to pay like 100 rubles an hour, which is like now like $2 an hour. In some places even like, you know, less expensive. It depends on like where it is. So it's not a big deal. But if like every day coming and pay like at least for 9 hours, because usually the average work day is like 8 hours plus the lunch break, so it's like 9 hours. And if like you do this every day, well, it's gonna be pretty sensitive. Well, especially in Moscow, because in Moscow there's like the price of hour way higher than here in St. Petersburg. Bakunin Street, and this is the second Soviet Street. You guys often asking me why it's so clean in the streets of Russia. Well, there you can see why. They literally wash the streets. Not only clean them, but wash, you know. Hello, Steve Robelli. This is the fire department / police. The local fire department / police departments. Hello, Marsha, Alex Gordon. My comment wasn't even bad either. YouTube censoring. Well, I'm not sure how comes that YouTube censoring, because I've heard there is no censorship in the West. There is a freedom of speech. So how come YouTube censoring anything? Damn. This is the third Soviet street. You know, here is 10 Soviet streams that goes one next to another, and they all parallel to each other. But you know, the original names of the streets are Рождественская. It's like the first Рождественская, second, third, and up to 10th. Рождественская means nativity, because we are in the area of the Nativity Cathedral, which later, I guess I will show you. Maybe not. It depends where I will make the turn. Hello, Shona, Rock, Alexander, Strelnikov, Vox, Aliqui, Mari Palmer, Don Emilio Grazie, the third Soviet street. Here is actually now many activists who wants to get back the original name, Nativity streets. Because even though now they are called the Soviet streets, however, here is nothing about the Soviet Union. All these buildings are pre-revolutionary ones. So they are constructed way before the Soviet Union. Christopher Lee, freedom of speech doesn't apply to private business. YouTube, Twitter, etc. are private businesses. For example, you can't say whatever you want to your employee and expect to have a job, not protected. Got it. I love it how always you have an excuses for anything, no matter what happens. Diecast for you to see. Have you been to London? Nope. So now I'm about to reach the corner of the Suvorovsky Avenue and this third Soviet street. So now I'm going to turn to Suvorovsky Prospect. Suvorovsky Prospect. Alexander Suvorov, the General Field Marshal of Russian Empire, who, you know, had 60 battles and not a single loss in those battles. Whoa. You see, people are just sitting on the benches in the squares because under sanctions they lost the jobs. You see, the cars are riding. That's because they have no jobs, so they have nothing to do than just, like, you know, without any sense, like to drive around. Maybe to find any like request, maybe to make some money, bringing the person from one person to another. You see, those cars are standing, they are parked because people have nothing more to do. They're sitting at home. Sanctions. They worked. You see, they were drinking coffee in the streets because they don't have coffee at home. People actually are going to the restaurants because they have nothing to eat at home. Okay, finally, we can go. This is a numbskull parking. Hello, Elizabeth Calderon. By the way, this area called like Peski, the sands, and this is considered like a quiet city center. You know, no matter when, here is like never any jams, always like few cars. That's because you know, this location district is located the way that not any transit traffics go through Peski, and it's really nice location, like for living, like living in a quiet place, in the same time in the center, in the historical city center, in the central district of St. Petersburg. You see that guy with the flowers? I'm sure he just stolen them in the garden, because now sanctions works, and I'm sure he just don't have money to buy the flowers in the flower shop. This is the concert hall, Grand Concert Hall, which is called Oktyabrski, Octobers, from the Soviet days. This is a children's hospital. Children's hospital. I'm moving to the corner with Ligovsky Prospect. There's Zhukovsky Street and Ligovsky Prospect. Hello, Ploykin. I'm also from St. Petersburg. I have tulips growing at my house, and I'm going to pick some or they run out. Yeah, nice idea. Go eat at McDonald's. I was eating at McDonald's several days ago. Check out my video from several days ago. How do the streets and sidewalks stay so clean? Rewind the video for maybe like 5-10 minutes ago, and there you can see the guys like literally wash the streets of St. Petersburg. Check it out, dudes. Do that. So this is the Grand Concert Hall, Oktябрьский, Octobers. Here used to perform Elton John, yet in the Soviet days. Well, after that, here performs a lot of like big stars from all over the world. But I think Elton John was like the very first to perform here. Elton John was officially released in Russia on the vinyl on Melody Records label, yet in the Soviet days. Ligovsky Prospect, Ligovsky Avenue. Awesome, right? Awesome. I'm sure you guys enjoying St. Petersburg big time, right? Ho ho, ho ho, Petersburg. Now it's the best time here. And by the way, this is best time for you to come here. If you ever plan to come to St. Petersburg, now it's the best time, because it's the summer, it's the white nights, it's totally amazing here now. The best time, best. Lana S, E. Dennis, everybody who continue joining. Terry Toro, Scott D. Hi guys. So this is Zhukovsky Street. Oh, nice dog. Darren Platt. I love St. Pete's. Yeah. This is St. Pete, St. Pete, and this is St. Pete, St. Pete. This is St. Pete, St. Pete, and this is St. Pete, St. Pete. Everybody, enjoy the time here. Bella donna, hey, bella ciao, bella donna. Anna from Russia. Eclairs and coffees and coffee. Whoa, eclairs, eclairs. You see the guy there, he came here because he has nothing to eat at home because of sanctions. Now here in St. Petersburg, all the cafes and restaurants, they decided to unite. They decided to unite against the unprecedented amount of sanctions against Russia. And now everybody may come here and eat for free. Because the restaurants and cafes, all they understand that now it's not an easy times, and like need supporting each other. You see, the time has come. That's how is this bar called. Hello Live Night, PX. Hello Blue Love. Zhukovsky. By the way, Zhukovsky is one of the bar streets these days. Zhukovsky started to be developed as a bar street right after Rubinstein Street. There was many of glory years of Rubinstein, which is still the biggest bar street in Russia. Yes, in the whole Russia. But you need to understand that little by little, however, people, especially the locals, they started to be like a little bit, how to say, like bored with this. And that's why there came the demand for more places. And they started to develop Zhukovsky Street. And my winter streams, when it's not as fun to walk around as now, when the short days, well, I spent a lot of time inside, indoors, and I was taking you to like most of bars here, like Lebovsky Bar, 812, Blue Pushkin, Dead Poets, and many more. Восстание Street, Zhukovsky Street. There is my daughter's school. Hi man.
Он не English?
Нет. Хотелось.
Я просто хотел спросить, вот что делаешь? Что ты
Я
делаешь?
стримлю.
Да. Какую аудиторию?
Вот англоязычная аудитория.
А что?
Англоязычная аудитория.
А можно я, короче, Инстаграм свой пропиарю? Или нет? Нельзя? Сколько стоит реклама на стриме на 300 человек? Yo, guys, hi.
Не, ну рекламируй. Бесплатно. Бесплатно. Просто это не будет иметь смысла.
Почему?
Потому что, аудитория как бы не совсем подходящая для тебя.
Старые женщины, типа того, или что-то?
Нет, про англоязычная аудитория.
Окей. Guys, hi. SPP, best city in the world. This best vlogger. Come here. We all wait for you. West Coast.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah. That's ridiculous. I mean, I'm the best vlogger, but how he can know that? How he can know that? If he just met me. What an hypocrisy. It's almost same hypocrisy as hypocrisy of sanctions recently imposed on Russia. Hello, Slade Vader. And this here is a fucking bar. Where is fucking, yeah, this is a fucking bar. You remember I was taking you to a fucking bar? Ah, no, there is the fucking bar. It's called fucking bar, actually called Uye bar, but I think that if to make like really the translation which makes sense, it will be like fucking bar. This is the bar where, if you remember, they are rude. They are very rude with you. And this is normal because this is like the feature of this bar. You see, and even this plaque, since 21st of November 2019, here, eat and drink people. That makes no sense. It's like totally dull people, dull, никчемные, dull people. And I remember when maybe if you watch my channel for a long time, you remember how my wife's cousin Liana, she was coming here and she never knew the concept of this place, and she was so shocked. She was so shocked that even after she figured it out that it's just such a concept, she had a hard time to to calm down. For example, when we just got inside to that bar and addressed to the bartender like, hey, are there tables available? And he said, I don't know, you see that bitch? Maybe now it seems like she's now going the fuck away from here. So if now this bitch will go away, you will sit there. Suka bar. No, Suka bar is like beach bar, but Uye bar is like really like fucking bar. Vastania Street. I'm now walking all around Vastania. Amazing time. It's the first day of summer 2022 in St. Petersburg, Russia, under unprecedented sanctions. Actually, the next street, which goes parallel to Zhukovsky, called Nekrasov, also like now a bar street, okay? And even like Vastania also turned to be a bar street. Because here in St. Petersburg, here is two things to do: to walk all around, enjoy the architecture, enjoy the time, ambience, flavor, vibe, atmosphere, and to stop for some food and some drinks, okay? It's never boring to walk around this amazing city. Lana S, you're right, you know. Sergey, is there a homeless area in St. Petersburg? No. Here is like some shelters, but no like the whole areas. Beer house. So we are on Nekrasov Street now. I'm like a stalker now. I want to see Moscow too. I have a lot of streams from Moscow. Look, Zaporozhets next to Mapuche bar. Zaporozhets from Zaporozhye. And there's the South Korean consulate. Dogs, the place called Dogs. The real hot dogs. The real hot dogs here. Osu, it seems like Asian food. Osu eatery. Well, I told you that now, under unprecedented sanctions, people are coming to restaurants because they have no food at home. And there's the bar which is called Red Rum. Red Rum! Red Rum! You see Red Rum! And this is the place which is called 451 degrees Fahrenheit. It was a pleasure to burn. Yeah. You see, in our upside down world, Ray Bradbury, same as George Orwell, becomes so up to date. Red Rum! Red Rum! Red Rum! Red Drum. Red Drum Bar. People hanging out here. Red Drum. Red Drum. I need a quick beer. Здравствуйте. Мне необходим стаут. Ну, какой-нибудь более классический. Давайте. Oatmeal stout. I'm gonna get here. А? Наверное, здесь буду. Сейчас quick beer, and we'll keep going. Remember here playing the DJs. On Fridays, Saturdays. So it's Red Drum Bar. Hello, the rider. Triple vodka. I don't really like vodka. Solo 19, hello. You, Peter, hello. Oh, got my stout, by the way. Okay, so I drink for the summer 2022, which is now begun. And you know, I actually like unpack it. I unpack the summer with this glass of stout. Da. Now you can say you've entered summer 2022. It's interesting how some vloggers want to focus on the doom and gloom and other vloggers are just living their lives. You don't understand it. That's a lot of money. It's a lot of money to be doom and gloom now. A lot of money. It's just business, nothing personal. Manual 103. Manual 103, contribution for an unprecedented amount of beers. Thank you. Jeannie Skinner, thanks again, Jeannie. Much appreciated. Do you have any monasteries brewing beer? Monasteries? I can't remember if monasteries do that. I know like monasteries making bread, but don't remember if I heard about monasteries with brewery. Nightboat tells that it's plus 7 degrees Celsius, but it's not. It's just I never updated the information on Nightboats. Nikolai Garbut, hello. Ой, прекрасно, прекрасно, я вам скажу. Stout. Solo 19, Sergey, just showing how to roll with the punches, baby. Thank you so much. Eclat International, hello. Trevor Randall, PX, everybody. So now we'll continue our walk from Red Rum Bar. We'll keep walking. It's almost 9:09. Sergey, do you make your own house music tracks or only DJ? Love the mixes. Tom Will. Well, I used to make some tracks, but never released any track. Or like really finished this with mastering and mixing. Good fella. Sergey, how are your mother and father? They are doing good, thank you. And soon I will see them. Because in the middle of June I will go to Ufa, my hometown. My hometown. Hello HSM Epic Return. Hi the rider. Hi the rider. Hi man. Ufa? Yes, I'm bear 13. Share Pencil, the artist, how is your beautiful daughter? She's good. Today she went to Okhta Park, together with her cousin, Samira, with my wife, and with her sister. But because today it's also not only the first day of summer, but it's also the holiday in Russia. It is called the Day of the Defense of Children. The Day of the Defense of Children. And Bear 13, thank you for super sticker. And it's like at this day, need to do something great for kids, for children. So they went to Okhta Park, which is located like not far from the southern border of St. Petersburg. Nice park, and there's like that rope park, you know, and some other things to do. So they had a great time. They had a great time. The Day of the Defense of the Children. That's the 1st of June in Russia. The Day of the Defense of Children. By the way, it's really symbolic. It's really symbolic that in the Day of the Defense of the Children here in Russia, parallelly there happens one of the biggest exposures of the fakes from Ukraine. Recently, the Ukrainian government itself fired the woman whose name is Lyudmila Denisova. She was the human rights ombudsman of Ukraine. And for the last 3 months, all the fakes about Russian army raping the children in Ukraine was from her. And recently she was exposed that it all was just a PR lies. The exposure, like debunking, started with the opposition politician of Ukraine, Anatoly Shary, who are now living in Spain. his party, political party on Ukraine was prohibited. Okay, like just prohibited, and that's it. The thing is, he started sending the requests, and he made a lot of like journalists all over the world sending the request to the Human Rights Department of Ukraine and to Lyudmila Denisova in order to confirm like, and to give the details, any proofs, at least any proofs and details, evidence about these cases. She was not able to provide at least any information, and it turned to be to such a cringe that they are fired her. So now I wonder, will all those guys who were saying this shit now will apologize? I know there's some even like in my audience was saying that bullshit, and I wonder if many of you will find, how to say, consciousness to bring the apologies. Those were, by the way, the same kind of fakes as, let's say, the fakes that the Russian soldiers are stealing the washing machines and the phones, because they never, ever in their life saw the automatic washing machines and the phones. I mean, why is it so that as more crazy as a lie, as more people want to believe that? Oh yeah, унитазы, like toilet pants, Wow. Sergei Aeroflot flight to India now. Hard to say, but look, by the way, about the flights, it's interesting, but today, starting from today, there started the direct flights from St Petersburg to Vladivostok. There was never direct flights from St Petersburg to Vladivostok. I remember I once, back in 2017, I flew to Vladivostok from Moscow, and imagine it was like 8 hours, 30 minutes flight, damn it. I guess from St. Petersburg it will be like even more, like maybe 9 hours. 9 hours, and it will be like about the same as like the flight to New York from Moscow. I checked, you can connect through Turkey. Look, through Turkey you can get the connection with the whole world, absolutely whole world, even with Russia. Okay, time to go. Barley Blair to iron out the creases of life. Thanks so much. Red Drum Bar on Nekrasov Street. Let's keep moving. So Nekrasov, another bar street where people are hanging out. This is the place which is called Zaliv, the bay, where I was yesterday.
Британец. Смотри, какой британец.
Your guy, hi your guy. Christopher Peralta, hi Christopher. It's possible I'm flying out from LA to St. Petersburg through Istanbul. Yes, look. Through Turkey you can get everywhere. Also there's flights from Belgrade to Moscow. You know why? Because Serbia knows for sure that NATO is exceptionally defensive organization. That's why. Mayakovsky Street. We're now in the neighborhood where was born and raised Putin, Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia. Hello JJNS. Alexander H, is it possible to travel from Canada, US to St. Petersburg? Yes. Look, dudes, you can travel to, you can go to Istanbul, Turkey, from everywhere. And from Turkey you can get to Russia, to Moscow, to St. Petersburg, no problem. Hello Stella Rose, hi. This is the place where you can find virgins. Hello, essentially keto. The traffic is so dead, not lively like Paris, London, or Berlin. Yes, yes. We remind you that now Russia living under unprecedented sanctions, so You see, here is like nobody in the streets, almost nobody, because everybody's sitting at home. They have nowhere to go, they have no job, and they have no money to go to enjoy the time. So that's why they actually are just sitting at home. So nobody in the streets. And you see the cars are parked. They are parked, so nobody drive the cars because people have nowhere to go. No job, no like, you know, no money to go for some kind of leisure, you know. And you see some cars are riding. That's because people have no job. Well, so they have nothing more to do than just like pointlessly driving around St. Petersburg in a desperate hope to find somebody, maybe somebody like, you know, will demand to go somewhere, maybe to make some dollars, I mean some money. You see the guy driving the bicycle because now they just can't afford the bus. You see those guys in the bus because they can't afford the car. The sanctions works big time. This is the Red Corner bar. You see, people came here to the bar to eat and drink because they have nothing to eat and drink at home. You see, it's mostly taxis here. Mostly taxis. Only taxi drivers now riding in the streets of St. Petersburg. Hello, Deb Briam. Hello, Michael Milkevich. Come on, we know the sanctions don't work. Your sarcasm is getting old. Look. No, the thing is dark who? Dark Brother is saying that like nobody here in the streets, nobody. It's not lively anymore in the streets, not like in Berlin, Paris, London. So I'm just telling that yes. You see that guy on the electric scooter? Yeah, he can't afford the car or the bus, so have to use just a freaking electric scooter. Damn it. You see how many people drive the car? That's because they have no job now. So all they have to do is just like driving around. You see, they came here because they have nothing to eat at home. Belinsky Street. Oh my God, what a lovely city. Time for you. You're right. Pavel, why they are looking for any jobs available, but even toilets aren't hiring. Yes. David Austrian, hi. What is population? I guess population of St. Petersburg, like more than 5 million residents here. What are those wires in the streets for? That's for the trolley buses. Trolley buses. This is Forno Bravo Centrale, the Italian restaurant. You see how many people now came here because they have no food at home. And this is the head bar, the legendary head bar, the jazz bar, the standing jazz bar, classic jazz bar. It's been a while I was in the heads, dudes. It's closed. Now there's the new entrance. And by the way, dudes, let me tell you something really, unbelievable. Look, pretty often when I was making my live streams in St. Petersburg, I was telling you that we are having a great time here in St. Petersburg. Like, it's a great big time. About a year ago, the founder of the head bar, Billy Novik, the leader of Billy's bands and the founder of the Heads, when I was in his bar and was streaming, and I was saying hey, we have a great time here, it's amazing, big time. He came to me and he asked, what does it mean, big time? I explained, and look, now in the beginning of May, he is opening the extension to the head bar, the cafe, which is called Big Time. And a year ago he asked me, what does it mean, big time? And now he's opening the cafe called Big Time. Hi.
Come on, I show you a beautiful place.
Some later.
Later?
I need to show the big time. The big time. So this is the continue of the head bar, which was opened just a month ago. Big time cafe. Music and drinks. This is the place. The head bar. We're in the head bar. Look, now they also set up the counter here. Already was 3,630 jams. More than 10 years old. Yeah, it's been a while I was in the head bar. Yeah, big time. Здравствуйте. Имеется ли Билхевен? Да, Билхевен. Hello, Neil McDonald. This is not required. The head doesn't need this extension. Big time mistake unless it's solar power. По карте. David Austrian. Dudes. The musicians never started yet, even though the time is already 9:30. Dark brother. I feel sorry for business owners who pour all their money into their investment and are now suffering financially. That bars would be full of tourists and normal. Dude, you're so delusional. Hello, New World. Is the price increasing city? It was increasing like 2 months ago, but now slowly goes down. Because, well, I mean, like seriously, the effect of sanctions was in the first like weeks, even I would say a month, when the Russian ruble dropped down to its all-time low, 135 rubles per dollar. But now it's 61, 62, which is not only stronger, Russian ruble now stronger, not only before the sanctions, but even before the pandemic in March 2020. Now Russian ruble is having a triumph, the real unbelievable, unprecedented and mind-blowing triumph, because now it's on the level of 2018, the beginning of 2018. Whoa. It was the fastest growing currency for the last month. Whoa, unbelievable. It's triumph, the real triumph of Russian ruble. Triumph. Meanwhile, the price for an oil was already $124 per the barrel of crude oil Brent. And now Russia, even though selling less oil, receive more money. It's going to hit the records by the results of 2022. They're going to be sold the fuel fossils for the amounts of $320 billion, which is going to be 30% more than Russia made in 2021. Whoa. Hello, Olga Anisimova. Whoa. Whoa. That's unbelievable. Whoa. Whoa. We are living in absolutely unprecedented times. Unbelievable times. Dudes, this is something unbelievable. Whoa. By the way, it's Billy Novik singing. By the way, the head bar you can find in Berlin and Moscow. Sergey wants to trade presidents doing deeds. Actually, technically, Biden did a lot of great things for Russia. I mean, it sounds like crazy, but I mean, no matter what he was saying and what he was trying to do, however, it turned to be like only advantages for Russia. Wow. I mean, so from this point of view, like, I really satisfied with Biden. Biden even said that like Russia is getting back to be the country of 19th century, and Mr. Biden was absolutely right about it. The only thing that he was like a little bit wrong is that Russia was the country of 19th century. Like look at like everything around. Wow, especially St. Petersburg. I mean, it's the town of 18th century with all this great vibe, of 19th century. The reference to the great epoch of Russia, to the most quintessential history, culture, architecture, literature, arts, music, science. Whoa. Biden, Mr. Biden. Спасибо. Okay, let's continue. Just look at this. Just look at this. I mean, this is 19th century. Hello, Ivo, Andreev, Shonarok. Look how many people came here to the restaurants because they can't afford to eat at home. They have no food at home. Sanctions works, dudes. Hello, Kenneth Williams. This is the circus. My daughter was here 2 days ago with her cousin. They enjoyed the show there. Hello, William Kennedy. So, do you guys see that Mr. Biden was totally right. Russia is turning to be the country of 19th century. Yeah, the only thing that, I mean, like, it was the country of 19th century. The country of a great epoch of history, culture, architecture, literature, arts, and music, science. But maybe he meant like getting back to the conditions of Russian Empire. Whoa. Fontanka River. Ho ho, everybody. Jonathan Reming, we are vibing with Mr. Baklikov. Everybody enjoy the time here in St. Petersburg. Whoa. Whoa. Shelly Vasquez, hi. Yeah, happy June. The June just begun. Finally, this time is here. Remember when I was staying here in like December, January, February on this bridge? Here wasn't any boats. Everything was just in ice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Totally unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You guys enjoy this? You guys enjoy the time? This is Fontanka. This is Fontanka, bitches.
Делать волосы так, чтобы их...
Hello, David Austrian. The circus. Grand St. Petersburg Circus. don't see any African Russians in St. Petersburg. That's because here is no welfare. You see, it's run down place here in St. Petersburg. They got the hole here and can't get everything back to normal condition because sanctions works. Just no money for that. You see, the girls came to drink here because they have nothing to drink at home. Hello, David Critchley. Pete Luckhurst, thanks so much. Jonathan Raming. Enzi Pridel, hi. St. Petersburg, a safe place to walk day and night. Yes, Michael, that's correct. It's totally safe. Totally, dudes. Italian streets. There is now the Russian National Library there, but you know, historically, Peter the Great wanted there to be the palace, which he wanted to call Italian Palace, and he already called the streets Italian. Okay, so there's never was constructed the Italian Palace, but the street already was called Italian. The restaurant, which is called Intendant, the wine boutique, Mama Roma, the Italian cuisine restaurant, the cafe, which is called Odessa Mama. Odessa Mama? Now it sounds even like more interesting, since Odessa is about to go back home. Odessa is about to go back home. Hello Judith S, and hello everybody who continue joining my stream, my totally awesome stream. Oh no! Oh no! Now I'm about to hurt dark brother feelings. Why I came here? I'm about to hurt dark brother feelings. Hello, Greyman 717. Hi. I think I better need to go away from here. That to stop hurting dark brother. Гостиный двор. It's 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. here in St. Petersburg. notebooks, keyboards. Dudes, no worries, no worries. It's just a stock. It's just a stock. Please know that they just continue selling this stock. Okay? Please don't worry. Please don't worry. They sell the stock. The stock. Armenian church. Hello, Vegas girl. Мы хотим видеть дальше, чем окна дома напротив. Мы хотим жить, мы живучи как кошки. И вот мы пришли заявить о своих правах. Да, слышишь шелест плащей? Это мы. Дальше действовать будем мы. Ту-ту-ру-ту-ту-ту-ру. Дальше действовать будем мы. Ту-ту-ру-ту-ту-ту-ру. Мы родились в тесных квартирах новых районов. Мы потеряли невинность в боях за любовь. Нам уже стали тесны одежды, сшитые вами для нас одежды. И вот мы пришли сказать вам о том, что дальше действовать будем мы. Дальше действовать будем мы. Shelly Vasquez, thank you so much, Shelly. А при коммунизме все будет хорошо. Он наступит скоро, надо только подождать. И все идет по плану. Там все будет бесплатно, там все будет в кайф. и все идет по плану. А санкции подействуют, надо только подождать. Там все российские компании обанкротятся, и никто не будет покупать нефть. И все идет по плану. И все идет по плану. This guy is the creator of dating agency, marriage agency. Would you trust this guy? Kazan Cathedral. Church of the Savior and Spilled Blood. No, St. Petersburg. St. Petersburg, best city. Малая конюшенная, small horse stable street. Вот так влюбился, о-ля-ля, в капитаншу космического корабля. Астероид облизал бы, расстегнул бы твой тугой скафандр, а помигай тихонько мне. Пойдем шататься при луне, пойдем шататься при луне, и будем метки ставить, и завернем на дискотеку. Пускай завидует приятель, но бензин из-за санкций забыл заправить. Я тебя забыл поздравить, я тебя забыл поздравить с днем рождения, да-да-да. Я теперь сегодня не звезда. Ебой. Я бензин не смог заправить из-за санкций, да-да-да. Карлс Джуниор. Карлс Джуниор on Невский проспект. Under sanctions. Okay, of course we need only 5-star burgers because I'm a 5-star guy. So I need a freaking 5-star burger, and I need original. Okay, original. Not any fakes. Original shit. What the hell? I exactly need the locator. Are you kidding me? I need a freaking locator. You see, it has never allowed me to make the order without the locator. I need to find the freaking locator. What the hell? I freaking need the locator. А локаторов нету, да? Локаторов. Что там? Нету. Окей, окей. I'm waiting for locator. Without the locator, you can't make fucking order. You can't make fucking order here without a freaking locator. He said he will bring the locator now. I need the locator. Можно уже какой-нибудь локатор? Ага. Да. Hi dudes.
Hello.
Where are you from?
I know you from YouTube, Real Russia, right?
Yeah, but it's like my old channel. Now my main channel is Baklikov Live. Because I started making the live streams. And where are you from?
I'm from the UK.
UK. What's your name?
Ross.
Ross. Rox.
Russ. Like,
Russell,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Russell?
Yeah, like Russ.
Okay,
like,
Russ.
Russ.
And what's your name?
David.
David. And where are you from?
California.
California. Okay, so when you came here to Russia, to St. Petersburg, when?
2018.
So it's not like you're tourists, but you're like here work or
Yeah, we're both English teachers.
English teachers. English teachers.
We work down the road.
So when it was, I mean, since when you are here, like if talk about your latest visit.
What do you mean?
I mean, since what a time you're staying here.
How long?
Yeah, I mean like 2018, okay, but I mean, how long ago you was outside of Russia? Like your last entrance
Right.
to Russia, when it was?
Me, it was 2020. Like I came to Russia in 2020, and I haven't left Russia since then.
So you came to 2020 yet before the pandemic or after pandemic?
During the pandemic. So
during the
came-
pandemic.
The borders opened for a small time, and when the borders opened,
It's
I
like
moved.
March, April.
It was October when I moved here. Yeah, just like in October I came. So it was about a couple of months after the pandemic started, 6 months after I moved here in October 2020, I believe. Yeah, I believe.
So about April. Okay,
Sure, yeah.
got it. So, and since then, you staying here and never left Russia.
Haven't left, no.
Okay. What about you?
So I went back to California in 2019 just for a
18.
visit, and then I came back, and then since then I haven't left. So since
Oh.
2019.
So even longer than Russ.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a competition. Yes.
He was here longer before this.
So this is really awesome meeting here. I'm now making the live stream. More than 300 people watching you. People from all over the world, mostly English-speaking audience. And so everybody, like one of the most popular questions that people are asking me is like, how safe it is in Russia, and in particular in St. Petersburg.
Like, it's really safe. Like, I don't feel like any danger here. In fact, I actually feel safer in St. Petersburg than I did in England. Like, I'm from Birmingham, and it's pretty rough sometimes. But in St. Petersburg, I feel really safe. Like, no worries, no problems at all.
What about you?
I think LA is much more dangerous than here in Peter. Peter is like I think it's like a real country. It's like a real place with real laws. In LA, I think we've forgotten rules and laws, and it's like nothing. It's like I feel like we've lost this idea of a country, what it is. No rules, nothing. It's here. It's much safer.
So,
I think so.
You ever saw anything like homeless tents here in St. Petersburg?
I have never seen this in Peter, and in America we have a homeless village now. There's a big village of people who are just homeless people, and I've been robbed in America with a gun. Someone with
Mugged.
I've been mugged at gunpoint. I mean, it could happen here, but you know, it hasn't happened here. I haven't felt this feeling that it could happen here. I think here it's much better.
You know, I all the time tell people that the only two things they have to worry about is like those donkeys, like
Donkeys.
donkeys. Yes, donkeys. People in the costumes of donkeys, zebras.
Those guys. Yeah.
And the second thing is tea scammers. By the way,
yes,
there's
yeah. Right
up here,
yeah. And I said that just never stop,
Biggest scam.
because
Never drink tea.
yes, and that's it.
If someone wants tea, they don't.
Maybe pickpocketers, but it's like never physically marked. Well, in terms of like maybe pickpocketers, maybe I don't know, but I mean I never was pickpocketed, but maybe, but it's like almost like zero chance you will be like physically like marked or something.
It's your choice to be scammed. If you trust these tea people, if they come to, do you want to drink tea with me? It's your choice, I guess. You're not physically with a. It's not like a gun.
Just common sense. And it's like every big city, like in Europe, all you need is like a little bit of common sense, and it's completely safe. 100%. Where it's like people won't come up to you and try to mug you and stuff as long as you're smart. Like there's some areas you need to avoid, of course, like every city, but for the most part, very safe.
Okay.
Very safe.
Got it. So you rent an apartment here? You rent an apartment?
Yeah, I rent.
Do you rent it in the like historical city center parts or somewhere like more remote place?
No, I live about 5 minutes from here. I live along Nevsky. So
Nevsky.
yeah, our school helps us find apartments, and so I rent a place. It's like it's somewhere in between Kazan Cathedral and Church of St. Blood. I live in one of those buildings here. It's like a historic building.
And you?
I rent here on Griboyedova, I guess, so very close by.
The embankment of Griboyedov Canal.
Yeah, and I wanted to live there. I mean, it's like the heart of the Peter. But I might buy a flat soon. I might try to buy something, and I don't mind living somewhere a little far out, in my price range, right? So
okay.
So I don't mind living somewhere a little bit out of the center.
So if you don't mind me asking, like the thing is pretty often people asking me, but I'm not sure what to respond because I myself like live in my own apartments, but like in what price range you can find the apartment here in the historical city center of St. Petersburg?
In terms of price range, I'm not sure. I mean, like, because we rent and so. You mean like renting or purchasing?
Yes, but for example, for how much you rent your apartment in the center?
In the center, you're looking at anything between, I mean, I suppose, like maybe 30 to 60,000. It depends if you want a studio, how many rooms. Like the cheapest is about 30 if we're looking at studios, but if you want like maybe 1 room, 2 room, you're looking more 50, 60,000 rubles.
So it's like about starting from 500 to 700 bucks.
Yeah, probably something like
Yeah,
that.
talk about in bucks.
Yeah.
It seems like you already got used to think in rubles, not in dollars or euro or pounds.
I don't even translate into my own currency now. I just think in rubles.
Okay.
Like when I think of something back home, I translate the pounds into rubles. Now I've been here so long. So yeah.
Got it. So you mostly eat at home or go out?
It depends. Like I try to eat at home as much as possible, but it's really cheap to eat out in St. Petersburg, and it's just so convenient. Like we work until 10 o'clock, so I eat out a lot more than I eat at home. To be honest, yeah, eat out a lot more just because it's so cheap and convenient. Like it's very accessible in St. Petersburg. Like it's really cheap and like really good quality. So. Yeah.
Got it. So one more thing I wanted to ask. I forgot it. Damn it. So, I wanted to ask you about the Russian language. So, meanwhile, you teach people English, and you yourself teach Russian. You teach Russian? I mean, you learn Russian.
I've been learning Russian for about 3 years. I speak about B1. Like, I mean, I can survive, but depends on the topic. Some conversations, yes.
So if it's like gonna be kind of slow on a regular like stuff, you can talk normally.
Yeah, normally.
Well, I saw you talk Russian now.
With those
Yes,
guys, yeah.
on the cashier.
Yeah.
And
Same question?
yeah, same question.
When I came here, I was a bit more focused. I've taken a break. Just from my own laziness. For the maybe 2 years now, I haven't been actively learning. So I know what I know, and then that's it. I think my Russian's actually worse than his. You heard me using it, but my level is like A2, maybe.
Okay.
That's like a pre-intermediate.
Okay,
He's
so a little
intermediate.
bit better.
His is a better. His is a bit
He
better.
says so, but I don't know.
I think so. His level, I would say, is intermediate. Mine is like pre-intermediate.
Okay,
Yeah.
is it enough? Is it enough to talk with Russian girls?
Yes, it is. More than enough. You only need to know a couple of words.
Good.
Well, I dated a student once, so it was natural. She spoke English, so it was perfect for me. And I think she wanted to practice her
So,
English anyway.
well, from your experience, I mean, like, often people asking me, like, how many people speak English in St. Petersburg? I'm not sure how to respond. Well, roughly, do you think that many people speak fluent English here?
Not fluent. Sorry. Yeah, it's more like a good level, like understandable, manageable. I would say the percent is. I think most young people seem to be able to speak English at a knowledgeable level, but then once you get to like older generations, it's maybe 30% of older people.
Look, if you work here, so you are staying here with like job visa, something like that?
Yeah, work visa. Yeah.
Work visa?
Yeah.
And for how long is this visa? What's the conditions?
So basically, usually when you come to Russia, you come on like a 3-month visa, and that's a single entry visa. After about 3 months, it changes into a multiple entry visa, and that's like usually like by year. So for example, I have my visa for a year, then in December it gets renewed, and then again and again and again. And so it's like just every year in December I give my passport in, get a stamp on my passport, new visa, and it's just a recurring cycle.
Renewed.
Renewed,
We
yeah.
get it renewed. If we want to stay, it gets renewed another year.
We don't have to go home, we stay in Peter and just get it renewed here.
Got
I
it.
think it's unlimited, from what I understand.
Got it.
Or maybe there's some limit, but
Until our company doesn't want
So it's
not
like
required.
it's like literally you can prolong it like as much as you want.
that's what it seems to be.
Okay.
I'm probably remembering this wrong, but my boss told me for the next like 7 years he can just renew it. But I don't know if that's a real number. I just remember this.
So you work in the same English school?
Yeah.
How it's called?
Language link. Language link.
Language Link. Okay, Language Link.
Come see
Okay.
us at Language link.
Okay. Okay. Meanwhile, I need to start eating. Bon аппетит. Приятного аппетита. Yep.
We're gonna eat on the street.
It's nice I've met these guys here. So you've got some information from the the guys who from United States, from UK, and they already have experience, like 2 and 3 years experience here. It's awesome. Because sometimes you feel like I'm kind of like biased, but you hear they say the same. Junior. Carl's freaking Junior. No bon appetit. Прекрасно. Maybe some questions while we're here to the guys. I mean,
You really want it. I think you were. Actually, I don't mind. I was going to go. Maybe I should.
people asking, are you married? I guess no. Are you married?
I'm engaged.
Huh?
I'm engaged.
Engaged. And your girlfriend living here?
Yeah, my girlfriend. We live together in St Petersburg.
Okay, so he's engaged and with his girlfriend living here in St. Petersburg. And you? Nope.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I'm married to my job.
He married to his job.
What I call myself.
Are the English teachers starving and living in the woods due to unprecedented sanctions now?
Are you? Again?
Are the English teachers starving and living in the woods due to unprecedented sanctions imposed on Russia?
No, we're living in college.
Secretly, my salary went up. I'm actually living a little bit better than before. But that's just between you and me.
You see his salary even growing up, he says. Does the Californian guy miss legal weed?
Do I smoke weed?
Do you miss legal weed?
Oh, I think I had my fair share of weed when I lived there. When I went to university in California, and I smoked enough. I actually wanted to stop.
Okay.
And I don't miss it.
You don't care now.
I switched to vodka.
After all, who cares if it's legal or not until you can get
I
it?
still get it. I mean, I know someone. That's all I'll say. I know someone, but I don't want it. It wasn't legal when I smoked it 10 years ago, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Or is it one? One. You can get two, but that's enough.
Okay, new question. The price for your apartment that you rent growing up after sanctions for the last 3 months or not?
For me, no.
Nope. Look, the thing is, like, you know, you guys yet probably have like a long-term contract, right?
No, actually, mine is 3 months. I recently renewed it. So I only pay 16,000 a month.
16,000 a month. So now, even now, it's like 250 bucks.
It's about 250.
250 bucks per month he's paying for his apartment a month.
In the center, you know. I do have a roommate though.
Yeah, but with the roommate, so they share it. So alone, you would pay like 500 bucks.
Probably. Yeah.
Got it.
I guess roommate is wrong. It should be a flatmate. Right? I have my own room. This person has their own room.
Which is good.
I think so. Quick question. How did you get started in YouTube, or why?
Well, I started on YouTube back in 2012. The thing is, since 2001, when I was yet 17 years old, I started to work on the local FM radio station in my hometown of Ufa. It's 1800 kilometers from St Petersburg. Yeah. And look, so at first I was the radio jockey. Then I moved to the local TV station called UTV. But then now YouTube is not what it used to be back in 2012. Like now, everybody got used to YouTube. Everybody got used to YouTube. Like YouTube exists here and there. But back then, it was considered, especially before it got into the control of Google, was purchased by Google, it was considered as something like revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's something great, something amazing,
beautiful.
Something like where you can be your own boss in terms of the video content production. You can produce your own content without any editors, without any editorial guidelines. You can make just everything you want without any middleman. You can just directly go to the audience. And back then, in 2012, 10 years ago, it was like really interesting to me. And that's why I decided to give it a try. And I left my job in a local TV channel, and I just started making my own content. Why I started making it in English language? Again, because it is now there's some kind of adaptation for any languages, like Russian language and stuff like that. But back then, it was considered mostly as an Western thing, American thing. So I was thinking okay, so if you want to make some grade here, some success, so you probably need to make the English language contents. I knew I had skills. I had skills in video production, and I knew the language. So that's why I decided that's how everything got together. Okay, I have to make something interesting, vlogs, which also like was a new thing back then, kind of new thing, like just a normal guy, ordinary guy making the vlog about just his life, something what you will not see in TV, and like making it in English language because I had to like appeal to the main audience of YouTube.
Yeah.
It is now like considered as international. Back then,
Yeah.
it was considered mostly as an American.
Yes. Yeah. And can I ask you one more quick question?
Yep.
What's your personal goal? You have some sort of goal, I think, in this.
Well, initially, it was the goal was like to build the bridge between Russia and the West, the United States, the Great Britain, Australia, stuff like that. And so it is still, especially now, because now it has become even more, how to say,
Strange.
even more important. No, more important. But you know what? I'm really like, I'm really still trying to do that, and still try to stay no fake, no bullshit. You know, after me, I was like the pioneer, the first guy who started making the regular English language vlogs about Russia, and I really like tried to make it like normally. But then, you know, another guys started coming, also like Russian guys, English language guys, who just considered it as a money-making machine, and somehow they realized that spreading the negative about Russia way profitable, because way more people want to hear that Russia's struggle and that Russia is in shit than like everything is okay here and Russia is open to the world.
YouTube is I think it's a controlled thing. Like the U.S. government kind of controls it a bit. You have this acquisition. They artificially.
Yes.
If you
yes.
say bad things about Russia, they will boost.
Yes.
They will
Recently.
put it in recommended
Recently
things.
a lot of channels like literally exploded in a few days on a negative stuff. Actually now, especially now, you know what is the recipe how to become the successful channel?
Yeah.
You need to say that you're ashamed to be Russian.
Yeah.
You need to condemn your government. You need to apologize. You need to say that here is like no freedom of speech. You need to say that here is the politicians bad, Putin is bad. You need to say that sanctions works, of course.
Yes.
Like here is already like nothing to eat.
We're
Like
destroyed.
nobody comes to the malls.
There's
But it's
nothing to eat.
yes, yes. It's like a big tragedy
I
that
need 5 burgers. Guys.
yes, it's like a big tragedy that McDonald's going away and stuff like that.
It's
Okay.
a good thing.
Okay, and like yeah, like this is something what people want to hear,
Yeah.
because now I make a lot of people like really pissed off when I show them what I show, and you know they often refer to those guys who like, but these guys, look, these other YouTubers, Russian YouTubers, show the different thing. Like for example, they refer to the guy who like came to the mall, Mega, where it's like the anchor store is IKEA. And it's closed.
Yeah.
Of course, like there's nobody because everybody knows it's closed.
It's
But
closed.
when I came to Galleria, the Galleria where it's like no like anchor store.
Yeah.
It was like full of people, and they were like, "What? Like what?"
This is not what we've been told.
I mean, yes. I mean, like, but still, I lie. It's like I lie because I say not what they want to hear. Okay, not what they want to hear.
Yeah.
They want to hear Russia's struggle.
Yeah.
And you know, and there's a lot of hypocrisy.
Don't sell your soul.
Yes.
Your dusha, as
Yes,
Russians say,
yes.
your soul is on the line. America wants you to betray your country. Be honest. Be truthful. Don't betray your country. They want you to lie.
That's what I do. That's what I do.
And YouTube, and I'm gonna tell you, maybe it'll give you hope. It's not the people that want to hear this. It's artificially, like the YouTube, they've taken it over. The deep state, as you've heard, Trump mentioned this many times. I don't want to get political, but Trump mentioned the deep state many times. They've taken over industries. They've taken over YouTube. They artificially boost like you know, it's all like, okay, we have a message we want, you know, and we will boost the numbers, we'll make it bigger. We want people to think this way.
Okay.
To the viewers, don't be succumbed to this.
Now the guys will tell you that you're just an idiot if you believe in deep states and conspiracy theories.
Call me an idiot. I will attack me, please. Do it. But I will try to tell the truth. Attack me, please.
Okay. Another thing they can tell you that you're now suppressed. You're in a totalitarian state, and you're just afraid
It sounds like America.
to say what you really think, until at least you're here.
No, that sounds like America today. I think America is now. It's harder to say what you really want to say. You know, you
Without to be cancelled.
You'll be canceled. You'll be fired. You know, even the people closest to you will try to, you know, like, oh my God, you know, they don't want to be. It's so like controlled, like the mind. They figured out this propaganda machine in the U.S. They figured it out.
There is no propaganda in the States. The propaganda only here in Russia. Putin's propaganda, Kremlin's propaganda.
No. The CNN guys. If you want real news in the U.S., watch CNN, but believe the 100% opposite of what they say. Then you'll have the real.
Well, recently, more or less, but I found Carl Tucker.
He's amazing. I recommend Carl Tucker.
Tucker Carlson.
Carlson Tucker.
Yes.
He's amazing. He's
on Fox News.
And by the way, I think this legitimizes.
But you know,
people.
he's like called Putin boy.
That's what they'll say. They'll attack you, of course. They will attack you. Carlson Tucker, by the way, I think this legitimizes him. He took a big salary deduction to be able to say what he says. That's how deeply he believes. He said he could be paid much more because he's the biggest news show in America now. He's the biggest mainstream news source, if I'm not mistaken. He took a big salary cut to be able to just say what he wants to say, you know, and he deeply believes in this. You know, no, people don't do this unless they have a real genuine, you know, their heart is in this. So I think Tucker Carlson is amazing. I would recommend him out of who we have left. Or like I said, watch CNN, but believe the opposite. Just the complete opposite.
Yeah. The Nordic chats. Damn, this guy is based and red-pilled.
Red-pilled, based. You too, sir. You are based and red-pilled. You know.
Well, but I guess he is like joking. He's like joking.
Yeah, I know what this means.
Mostly, I collected not a big audience relatively, but mostly these are guys who like more or less understand like what happens. But still, even in like around my audience, there's a lot of people who are still like don't really believe like what I say. They are thinking that it just can't be so. Like especially now, you know what they say like 180 countries can't be wrong. Like those ones who in the United Nations like condemned Russia and stuff like that.
Yeah. You know, what I say is not original. You've probably heard this before, but you know, like NATO, right? The U.S. controls it. I mean, it's really one country, and maybe two. You know, I know you're from the U.K. I'm not. You know, I love Ross, by the way. He's great. But it's the U.S. and the U.K. Their governments kind of joined. If you want my opinion, it's really just these countries. Every other country is like, please God, don't send us into a war. That's what their focus is. Just like, okay, like they're like children in the middle of these parents who are about to fight. You know, like that's the rest of the countries. It's really the U.S. It's one country, and maybe the U.K. I'll bring this into them because the governments they're in bed together, if you know, as they say. It's really just these two, and the rest are just like, please God, we don't want World War III. that's the real thing. So.
He's right. The UK and the US are two main players in NATO.
I think Germany, in my opinion, is Germany would love to shake hands with Russia. You know, they know that
especially since they
want that. I think Germany secretly, not even secretly, I think they want a good relationship with Russia. You know, I think they would love to shake hands with Russia, be cooperative, and then they're like, but the UK and the US are like, Germany, come on, we have bases in your country. I think they play this bully role. We have American bases in your country. Don't forget this. You know, it's not officially stated, but it's like, I think Germany would love to be.
Read between the lines.
Yeah. You know, I think continental Europe would love to be friendly with Russia. You know, continental Europe, excluding the UK, they would love to just shake hands with Russia and just be friendly. Let's build together. Let's try to go to the stars. Let's do things. And America is afraid of this. I think America knows. I don't want to be too based, but you know, I think if Russia and continental Europe came together, the US would probably be irrelevant as a country, and the UK is invested with America, so that, you know, they're like, you know, crap, what do we do? You know, they're just afraid of their power, losing their power. You know, that's what I think.
But what's gonna happen will happen. What goes around comes around, right?
I think Russia has a good future. That's what I think. I think Russia has a good future. I think the U.S. is gonna. Maybe some Americans are here. I don't want to make you guys angry. I grew up in America, guys. But I think America is slowly kind of going downhill. You know, and I think Russia has a good future. That's what I think. I'm gonna make this prediction here for you guys.
When I say this, many guys here tells me that no, I don't understand. I mean, I'm too deluded and I don't understand what happens. Russia is done, and just need to wait a little bit before we will really feel the affection of the sanctions.
You know, and again, this is going to be too based. It's going to be too crazy. You know these sanctions. I have this weird personal theory that the sanctions were I think they're meant to hurt Americans more. You know, ironically, if you've noticed, Biden is saying to Americans, oh, you know, look, your gas prices are gonna go up. Remember, you're sticking it to Putin. You know,
Putin's price hike.
It's Putin's price hike. Like, I think they've engineered this to actually maybe cause a collapse in America. And I know that sounds crazy, but maybe in a year, what I say, maybe it'll come to pass that you'll see, like, I think America is going to be affected more by these sanctions. This summer, maybe this summer, the food prices in America are going to be almost unaffordable, maybe, to a lot of people that enjoyed meat, you know, that you might see like, oh my God, I really can't afford to buy beef and chicken anymore. Jesus, what do I do? That might happen this summer in America. We might see this. I think the sanctions are going to have a reverse effect. That's what I think will happen.
When I say that it's like backfires and it's like already obvious after 3 months, well, the guys are deluded and they say that, okay, they are now singing the new song. It's called like, okay, yes, but I'm ready to pay more in order to screw Putin and Russia.
You are screwing yourself.
Michael Andreola, preach. Yeah, thanks so much.
Yeah, you're screwing. You're buying into the propaganda. You're screwing yourself with this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you believe this narrative.
Some guys are thinking that you're just high.
I'm not high at all. I've had half a beer, but if you think this way, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. If you believe me, I'm not high at all. That's all I have to say about that.
Why are you streaming on YouTube?
Huh?
Are you streaming on YouTube?
Yes.
Which, because I've got your old account.
It's Baklikov Live. Baklikov Live.
How do you spell that? The?
Baklikov, Baklykov. Baklikov Live.
No, it's not good. Okay.
That's what I said. You know, wait. Maybe in a year or two, if you remember what I say, I think America will be in a worse position. You know, and I know that sounds crazy, but you might say, didn't the U.S. sanction Russia? Why are we poorer today? You might wonder this. So that's what I think will happen. I think the U.S. is going to be affected more deeply by these sanctions, and I think and I think Biden knows this, and I think not just Biden, but his team, his group, right?
Cool.
I think they know this.
Well, I think it's like really interesting. It's like really, it's well, actually, it's really awesome to hear your opinion now, because I felt like for the last like 2 months, I felt like, especially last month, 2 months, that I'm like I stayed alone in terms of like, you know, there is so many like guys now, like Russian vloggers, who completely started to exploit the narrative and like really trying hard to show how bad it is. And even like my really long-term loyal subscribers like turned like negative to me, thinking that I'm just biased and that I'm just like Putin's propagandist, Kremlin boss, that I'm just like Putin's butt licker, because I'm just like a coward who can't say anything because I'm just like afraid. I'm scared to tell the truth, and I know the truth because again other vloggers saying like different, and now it's like really great. It's like a whole relief that you see the guys that I randomly met here and who are not even like Russian. They are like just confirm the things that I'm saying, okay? And for the last month, to say honest, for the last month and for 2 months, I felt like alone, okay? Like when even like a long-term subscribers was turning off from me, thinking that I'm just like, you know, I'm just like started the propaganda. Do they hire teachers all year round? PX, do you hire teachers all year round?
Do we hire? Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I suppose like there's lots of teachers like that are needed in St. Petersburg, like our school. Like we definitely need some like more native teachers. So of course, if anyone wants a job, now would be a great time because there is huge availability of teaching jobs going at the moment in St. Petersburg.
Send your resume. I mean, send your resume.
For quite a lot of money as well. They've bumped up their price at the moment.
Yeah, just try to find the information on the language link school St. Petersburg, the website of the school, and like the HR department, something like that, I guess. Yeah, try this. I mean, you're not hire guys. You're like the employees yourself, right?
I'm just an employee.
Just an employee.
I can't hire you.
Yeah, they are just employees. So you just go to Language Link, just Language Link school, St. Petersburg site, and to try to find an information if there's any vacant places and stuff like that. Okay, who knows? Maybe in a half of year you also will be sitting here. Yes, and Carl Jr. will.
Here.
Yes,
if you're
yes.
in this stream.
yes, dudes. Yes, dudes.
My fiance is watching the stream at the moment.
His fiance watching the stream. Hi, what's your name?
Valerie.
Валерия, да?
Valeria, да.
Валерия по-русски. Hi, Valeria. Jonas Ness, hi. Long-time subscriber here. Even from your old channel, I respect you and continue following you. Even have clip on my channel of meeting you in Ufa. Yeah, I remember you and your wife. Yeah, I remember that. They are thinking that I'm from KGB, and now we'll start like getting you verbatim. Like I'm from KGB and вербовать.
Вербовать, я не знаю.
Verb. No, like hire, like consider if you're okay for hiring.
Я не понял.
The word вербовать, I also don't know in English.
I don't know this word.
But it's word like
Trying to hire us.
yes, and like at first like checking if you're okay, if you're reliable, if we can like really trust you to work for the government, for KGB. It means вербовать. It's like little by little,
Right.
like in the same time to try to hire you, but in the same time yet to making sure that you're really like okay and reliable for that as an agent. because working for KGB at the same time it's like getting into some kind of like secret information and stuff like that. But so from one side we need you, we need to try to hire you, but also we need to make sure that you're not going to be double agent or spy.
I'm too scared to join these guys. If you want to, I'm an English teacher. I'm just a regular guy.
Recruit, yeah,
You can trust me.
like recruit.
Just here working. Just usual work, just English teachers.
No, I was just unsatisfied with LA. Los Angeles. Well, I think it's gone downhill. It used to be paradise in the '90s. I remember, like, I couldn't wait to grow up in the USA, and now.
I once in LA on Rodeo Drive.
Yeah. And I don't know what year you were in, but it was perfect in the '90s. In the 2010s, it's like, oh, it's not as good as it was, but it's okay. And I think now it's fallen down. That's when I realized I just can't live here.
I remember Hollywood Boulevard and a lot of freaks there.
Yeah. Hollywood's always been full of freaks.
freaky people.
Yeah, Hollywood's always been filled with freaks. But we used to have normal neighborhoods in Hollywood, like outside of this Hollywood Boulevard. We had like normal neighborhoods. Nowadays it's you'll see like gang graffiti there, and the type of people around there, they don't look friendly. I remember in the '90s you used to see lots of families. You go to a beach, you see like lots of families there with their children running around. Now it's like tattooed guys, junkies, people who look like they might rob you if you're here too late. Like, oh, we should get going. It's getting dark. We don't want to be here anymore. We didn't feel this way in the '90s. We used to just go to Santa Monica at nighttime and just walk around. It was fine. Nowadays it's like, oh, maybe we should hightail it.
Maybe a bad idea.
There's a mass exodus from California. They say that like lots of people that go in there are all leaving now.
Most original people who have been living in California for like, let's say 3 generations or more are now leaving California. And of course, you've heard of Elon Musk. I mean, of course, but he's a big example. Who moved out of California. But there's a lot of like middle class guys, working type guys, even upper management guys who are like, this state has fallen apart deeply fallen apart. I don't see how it's ever going to get better again. And my choice was actually to move to another state. And here's the problem with this. If Elon Musk, if you ever watch this, I think the U.S.'s days are numbered. That's what I think. I think I can move from California to another state, but I think these problems are going to keep coming. It's gonna reach you in 10 years maybe, no matter where you go in the U.S. That's right. That's why I made this decision. Like, I think I have to leave the country.
I've heard many go to Arizona.
My first choice would be Maine. The state of Maine. I think Maine has a good 15 years. 15 years before you'll see these problems from California reach all the way to all across there, because it's on the opposite end of California's on one end, Maine is on the other end. Once it gets there, you have time. You have time in Maine. That would be my first choice. But I think it's better to just go maybe somewhere in Eastern Europe. I don't know where exactly. I leave that to you. I don't want to be. I don't want to sound like a propagandist. I'm just a regular guy. But.
Putin's bot.
Putin bot.
Putin's bot. Putin's boy.
Putin's boy. You can call me whatever you want. I'll take the attacks. Throw your darts, your spears.
I've been called many times like a Putin's puppets. Kremlin bots.
And I hope that doesn't deter you. That those attacks are just gonna come. I think, this is going to sound bad. I'm not comparing myself to Jesus, right? Jesus is Jesus. I'm nothing. But he got killed for telling the truth, right? Like, people hated him. People were offended by the things he said because he was trying to just tell the truth. I'm not trying to convert anyone to Christianity. That's not my message. But
well, for the last 3 months, I've got it more than ever in my life that many people, they don't want to listen to the truth. They want to listen to what they want to hear. They want to hear what they want to hear.
Yeah. I'm not converting anyone. Read the book of Luke, where Jesus. I mean, you'll see like people were angry with him just telling some facts. There's some like he was trying to tell the truth to people. A lot of people just got angry. It's times haven't changed really. Like the technology's changed, everything's changed, but like these things haven't changed. These like basics. So you can call me whatever you want. Like attack me, go ahead, do it. Call me Putin bot, Kremlin bot. I lived in the U.S. for 27 years. I went to university there. I worked there. I've worked in a hospital in the USA. I've worked in a school in the USA. I'm speaking completely from myself, my own viewpoint, completely.
Unfortunately, also I've noticed that so many people now lost the ability to have like a really nice discussion, even if you like totally do not agree with each other. Many people can't like really keep the discussion in a like a normal way. Like when you're like speaking with an argument, like when you really like say your opinion and like supports it with like some facts or something, opinion. But now like just like absolutely like it's like non-tolerance to what you say if this is something you're not agree with. So the discussion right away, at least in my comments, turns into like, oh, you don't understand it. You're ill-informed, you're bad informed, you are totally brainwashed, you're a victim of propaganda, you're a Putin's bot, or you just lie. You just intentionally lie.
Here's a kind of it's what is it called? It's like it's from a book or something. You need to blame your enemy of what you're doing. For example, I will say that America is doing propaganda, a lot of propaganda, and they will train you to say that Russia is the propaganda. You know what I mean? Like you blame your enemy for what you're doing. That's what America's engaged in. They train you. They're actually brainwashing you to call Russia.
I've noticed.
It's this.
I've noticed this word became like overused.
Yeah.
I mean, I never heard this word like as much as now. It's like before. It's like now, like, I mean, whatever you say, which like your opponents do not agree with this, it's propaganda. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. Stop it.
They've
Stop
told.
this.
They've told you to say that. They've. Ironically, you are brainwashed to call these guys brainwashed, to believe that you're not brainwashed. If you could follow that, I mean, that's not complicated, but if you could follow that kind of logic, again, blame your enemy for what you yourself are doing.
So actually, this is also some kind of, like training people to stop thinking, but better to say that you're just brainwashed, instead of like having a mind process of discussion when you're like really discuss and you're really trying to understand, and when you give it a benefit of doubt, that's okay, maybe I'm wrong, who knows. Like it used to be many times, like when it was proven that the Western media lied big time.
No, in the West, they've become very sophisticated in their propaganda. It's very sophisticated, and this is kind of a warning to Russia. Like Russia, I think, is a little bit behind in their propaganda. The Western media's. Go ahead. What are you thinking?
Also, I'm absolutely amazed with the ability of people now in the same time with the ability of like trying to explain absolutely everything. Absolutely, like for example, even now, look. For example, now guys writing, no Americans talk like this guy. How long have you been outside of America? Even the hand gestures is not American. So you see, like the people like telling you all the possible like shits just to like downgrade your opinion, and now you see, now you're not even like considered as American.
If they can't argue with you, and I don't know you, maybe I love you, but the thing is, if they can't argue with you, they try to discredit you, right? They try to attack your character. No, I mean, I don't know how to prove it here and now. I mean, should I show my American ID? I don't know. Here, I'll prove it a little bit. I am from America.
Well, the Nordic chat, he learned from E. Michael Jones on the Q.
I've never heard of this.
I don't know. I also don't know what it is, but thanks for super chats.
Here, I'll block some relevant data. See if I have my Californian ID.
I mean, that guy delusional.
I think so.
That guy delusional.
I don't know. I'm gonna block it a little bit.
Okay.
Here, like this, it's California. I mean, this is as much as I'll show. I mean, you know. I mean, I say I am.
but don't try hard because that guy is delusional.
You know, he'll still say like, oh, he was ready. He was ready. He knew that I would say this.
He was just saying that here is like no many people in St. Petersburg.
Yeah.
So it's like the sanctions works.
No.
Like when I was walking nuts on Nevsky, he was like, oh, like the guys like it's like you know for example. There's the people, it's like, there's the people in restaurants because they have nothing to eat at home. You see the cars are parked because people lost the jobs and they have nowhere to go, not the job and no money to go for some kind of entertainment. You see the cars are driving because people have nothing more to do. They're not on their jobs and so they're just randomly driving around. Maybe in order to find some order, maybe somebody like will stop them and deliver them to make some money.
Right.
You see,
they
like
find a way.
Yes, it's like you can turn everything what you see the way you want.
By the way, I think you're wrong. I think about, I'm gonna be conservative about this. Anywhere from 15 to 30% of Americans, I think like me. And I include people who don't admit it out loud. People who are like keeping it secret. Maybe about anywhere from 15 to 30% probably think the way I do. Maybe more, maybe less, maybe more. So, that's what I think. Of course, like 60% follow the news narrative. They'll watch CNN, MSNBC. By the way, it's all the same. MSNBC, ABC, CNN. These guys are all the same. They've lied to you. They pretend to be different media things. So you think, oh, well, they're all saying this. It must be true. It's all one thing. I think a lot of Americans think the way I think. I've spoken to a lot of Americans that think the way I think. There's another American teacher here. I won't say his name. I don't want to get him involved in this. But when we privately spoke, he said exactly the same things I think, but he would say like, I don't really talk about this. I don't talk about this stuff. I don't want to tell my parents this stuff. I don't want to tell my girlfriend this stuff. I don't want to tell my friends this stuff. But he would, when we were together just drinking, he said everything that I think is the same. He's also from California, like me. I won't say his name. He used to work for us. That's all I'll say. But I think I'm definitely not alone. But just maybe a lot of guys don't want to go put themselves out there. And I don't mind.
Recently, what is the biggest thing ever that's made me to talking about the major media is that recently still not a single major media in the United States called the Azov's surrender a surrender. They keep calling it evacuation.
Yeah. Of course, I mean, Russia has oligarchs, right? But in America, it's what is it?
Entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs. I can't even say this right. They're gonna think, oh, he's not a real American. He can't say entrepreneur. There we go. I tried there. They call Russia's oligarchs. And America has entrepreneurs. And then what's the other? They have. There's like I saw a list on there that was quite accurate. It was like, if they talk about Russia, they use this demonized word, but the same equivalent in America is this friendly, nice word, right? Like,
Америка, Россия.
Да. Я согласен.
Beatles forever.
Well, Beatles Nasha. We'll take the catalog one day, maybe. Maybe one day we'll take
Beatles жуки.
Juki. Juki, it's bugs.
Yes, it's
Oh,
like
the Beatles.
it's like
My
Beatles,
brain
but
is-
yeah,
Yeah,
but
Juki.
yes, even though it's like Beatles, it's through double E,
Right.
Beatles, but still
Juki.
sounds like Beatles.
We'll call them the Juki one day. Beatles Nasha, one day. That's a joke. No, great.
So this guy sounds like he's from northern Minnesota,
Northern Minnesota.
not California.
I mean, look, most
British guy is red already.
Red? Yeah, I've been drinking beer.
Yeah. It's Olga Anisimova said. So let's see, based. What is based? It's like based.
based. I think I'm sorry to the viewers. I think I have to keep that secret. That's confidential. If you're based in red pilled, you will know that you're based in red pilled. It's a secret.
Take the red pill.
Take the red pill, and this is, you know, if you know what this means, you know, there you go.
Must be some damn good beer. Marsha.
It's good beer. It's good beer. Best Budweiser that Russia has.
I like stouts. Stout is a great beer, you know.
I think I'm more of a wine person. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I like wine. You know, when
I'm more stout person.
Some people think wine is like for girls or something. I don't know. That's what I've heard, but we should. Back in the day, you know, everyone used to just drink wine. I think wine's the healthy version. So I recommend wine.
Well, I like wine sometime too, but mostly stouts.
Yeah.
You know, such a dense, from the word density, dense, nice beer,
Thick beer.
dark, yet thick. If it's original, it's like with such a rye flavor, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, dudes. I have only 7% of charge.
Yeah.
In the same time, it's already like 23:15.
Subscribe. Hit that like button.
Yeah.
I don't know. Comment. Leave a like and
It was really great to meet you and to hear your opinion, because I'm telling you once again that for the last month I felt lonely because so many like Russian guys turn to the absolutely advantages, but it's like all the like Western narrative, and the most unfair thing for me was like they thought like because of this like I'm lying, because nobody else saying different, only like me. I'm like the only guy who like prefers to kiss Putin's ass, you know, and lick his butt.
And they will say this about you. Yeah. Here's my final message to Russia, I guess. Don't sell the destiny of your country for iPhones or McDonald's. Don't sell your country.
Now there's the guy who are making a big deal that's like, oh, McDonald's coming away. It's like a personal tragedy.
Who cares? You have a country. You have a real country.
Because it's like a symbol of a freedom of Russia. Because it's like was the first company which came to Russia yet in 1990.
Yeah.
1990.
I try to be like I try to avoid being too political, but do you remember those commercials with Gorbachev and the Domino's pizza? That was a mistake, guys. Don't give up your soul for McDonald's, for iPhones.
They are totally sold out themselves for likes and subscribers.
This, guys, please, your country, your destiny, your future, for this. That's my final message. Don't sell your soul for an iPhone. Literally, really. Please, I think that's all the USA can take away from you. It's okay. No more.
So you see their sell-offs. As from the very beginning, 10 years ago, as I was, no fake, no bullshit. as I'm saying no fake, no bullshit. I'm saying now very disadvantageous things for me, but I still saying them because for me, the truth and my own opinion more important than just like following for an easy ways to gain subscribers.
I completely agree. Yeah. You're amazing. Keep doing what you do.
Yes, I will. So this is Ross. This is David from Los Angeles, California. Ross from UK. What's town?
Birmingham.
Birmingham. Okay. Do you know Basement Jacks?
No, I don't.
You know Basement Jacks?
No.
Basement Jacks?
It's a band.
Band?
Yes, Basement Jacks. The rhythm, the tracks, the Basement Jacks.
Oh, I know what you're on about, but I don't know my name. Yeah.
Do you like house music?
A little bit. I mean.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
The thing is, they are making nice house music in a friggin' UK. Okay, dudes, was nice to meet you. I will finish this live stream. I guess also I will let my viewers to go to the other streams where they can listen to some more pleasant narratives. Okay, see you. Subscribe also to my channel. Then later you can read the comments.
yeah.
Soon this live stream will appear as just a simple video, just like a video. And in some time, like maybe in a couple hours, chat will be available for rereads. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, dudes. Thank you for a nice interview. Yeah, like really like open-minded interview with obviously your like desire to talk. Awesome. Okay, have a great time in St. Petersburg. Continue your job here, and I hope maybe see you one day again.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay.
You're like a diamond. In this,
Okay. Okay.
field. Keep doing what you do. Russia needs you. All right. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you all, guys.
Bye.
Bye. From Russia with love. Okay, bye. Carl's Jr. This here is, by the way, 24/7. 24/7. Невский проспект. I need to connect the power bank. Okay, continue walking through Nevsky Prospect. I just traditionally want to get to the embankment of Neva River and just to finish there. This is the first day of summer 2022, which is about to be done technically because the time is like 11:23. Мы хотим видеть дальше, чем окна дома напротив. Мы хотим жить, мы живучи как кошки. И вот мы пришли заявить о своих правах. Да, слышу шелест плащей, это мы. Дальше действовать будем мы. Дальше действовать будем мы. Moika River. You see the white knights. The white knights. The white knights.
Реки, каналы, парадные дела, заминайте.
Кто их повернулся нахуй?
Burger King. Well, in Carl's Jr. they sell beer. In Burger King and Russian Burger King here, they sell beer too. А при коммунизме все будет хорошо, он наступит скоро, надо только подождать, и все идет как по плану, и все идет по плану, там все будет бесплатно, там все будет в кайф, и все идет по плану. Okay, let's get to the Palace Square. I was taking you here like just 4 days ago, you remember, for the main event of the day of the city of St. Petersburg, when St. Petersburg celebrated 319 years since its foundation in 1703. Was awesome classical concerts, already 10th time. The annual event, which always happens on the day of the city, considered as the main event. И все идет по плану. Все идет по плану. The kids of Donbass, nobody cared about since 2014. Площадь, ну да, площадь. The Palace Square. The White Knights. You see, the time is almost midnight. Palace Square.
Сейчас ласковый рассвет встречаешь. Ответь. тобой, да плохо без тебя. Волны на плечи терпеливые под плеть.
You see, the stage was as great as it seems like they still dismantle it. By the way, it's been a while we've heard Saxman, but now let me tell you that he is here. He is still with us. Saxman. Hello, root valve, GC. Yeah, he hates when somebody film him, and he's very strange. So we never stop next to Saxman. Otherwise he begins to scream like crazy. Street musicians still perform in the garden of Winter Palace. Hello, Mr. Rainy. $23.33. Yes, it's $23.33. Traditionally, as it often happens, I'm just want to finish there. It's one of the most beautiful places of St. Petersburg. Here it is. I feel the breeze from Neva River. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching today. Thank you for watching and sharing this first day of summer 2022 with me. My name is Sergey Baklikov. This is Baklikov Live. And no wonder today I want to finish this live stream here in this pretty significant place. In my opinion, one of the most beautiful places. From one side here is the State Hermitage, also known as Winter Palace, or vice versa. Winter Palace known as Hermitage. The Winter Palace Garden, the Admiralty, Palace Bridge, Neva River, Vasilyevsky Island, the spit of Vasilyevsky Island, Rothschild Columns, Peter and Paul Fortress. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching today. See you later. Sergey Baklikov, Baklikov Live. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a great time in St. Petersburg, Russia, under unprecedented sanctions on the first summer day 2022. Pete Luckhurst, A. Victor, Dark Brother, PX Sasjak Huntelar, Canadian Octopus Manual 103, Equicentric, Peace Train of America, Paula Perstler, Grey Matters, Lily Pop, Jeffrey Oldham, Tonain, Dangerous, Miss Irani, Miss Tree One, first name, last name, from the White Knight, from St. Petersburg, from Russia, with love and peace.